day out here. Don't have to wait until 12 o'clock for the for the rain to stop. My truck is a mess. But we got those all locked in. The wires, I got one wire to figure out here. And then I can plug in that boost line, run them all out the firewall, and I should be able to close off this dash here and get the inside of this truck cleaned up. I don't know if I'll move that up and down switch today. I'll move that when I work on the window. But yeah, finished putting those bulbs in and run everything outside and start working outside and hooking up these gauges. So they're installed. They come with some hoods, if y'all can see them. I mean, you know, nothing fancy. An eyebrow. The two top ones, the eyebrows to keep the light from reflecting on the glass. So anyway, don't have enough room for that one because I got it too close. But anyway, those are the gauges, boost, EGT, and trans. So I'm finished getting those wired up and find those bulbs, put some bulbs in there. I'm afraid to take that piece out again, but I need to because those reds, you can't even see them. They're so dark. And yeah, so let's get done with that. Get it started. Well, it's a good thing I got an early start on the day because I just spent like the next hour, the last hour or two, looking for that bag right there. That bag is a bag of dash lights. And other lights that are used outside, inside the interior. So I put them in a safe place so I would never lose them. That safe place was actually back there behind those shoes, and I looked all through there. That's where I carry all my belts and filters and all that stuff. That's also where the cab or the sleeper air conditioning heating is. It's also where the APU heating and air is. And then over here I have mini supplies, which I don't believe in carrying chemicals underneath the bunk, but you got to carry them somewhere. So, yeah, wow. So, man. But the good thing is I was able to clean a lot of stuff out of here that didn't need to be in here. So, I guess it was a year ago. Soon, I guess Ruthie's saying about a year since I've been leased on to Tim, and so that's when I actually got done driving this truck, or getting it ready to go. And it was his first trip out after buying it and doing all the work to it. So I guess Ruthie says it's coming up on a year ago, so being with Tim. And in that year, I had everything organized when I left out, and of course, but everything gets kind of twisted up and mixed up, and there's things that I didn't know I had, and there's things I knew I had that I couldn't find, and things that didn't belong in here that needed to come out of here, and just so many things. So even though I lost 2 hours looking for them bulbs, it put me on the path of organizing a lot of things. So yesterday I did the same thing, organizing, putting things away and taking things out, and that'll make my life easier down the road, hopefully. You would hope. And hopefully you don't ever need any of this stuff. You know, I take a lot of this stuff just for emergencies on the road, and you try to take care of all your maintenance while you're at home, and that way you don't ever end up in a situation where you'll need it. But you know, I'm not a fortune teller, and this is a piece of equipment, and things happen, and so I carry a lot of equipment with me just for those things that can happen. And but over time it really gets jumbled up. So I called Finest to see what's going on. No answer. I mean, he's pretty busy, but I'll call later on. So I got 1 or 2 pills left, so that's today and tomorrow. I'll be done with all my medicine. Am I healed up yet? No, not 100%. I'd say maybe 20-30%, not even 50%. But yeah, so but the healing process has begun, and I can't live here forever, or you know, I don't know. So I need to start getting this thing ready to go, and I haven't even touched the dash since I made the earlier clip, but we'll get started on it. Now that I found the bulbs, I wanted the bulbs because while I'm in the dash, that's the time to change the bulbs, right? So that, you know, so that's why I spent so much time trying to find them. Too bad they were just right here the whole time, but I got a lot of organizing done. Well, you know, while you're here. This whole house is torn apart. The dash, top of the dash. So this had went bad, so while I was here, thought I'd get some of the parts that I ordered, and while I'm here, I still haven't even touched the gauges yet. So, but I think the bottom panel on this thing comes off too. May have to get the access to that so I can get to this plug. This plug reaches back there pretty far, so I can't get my hand back there, so I need to get to it. Keep digging and keep digging. So I did this a long time ago. You see this yellow shirt? So what they did is they put this foam, see that? And it just disintegrated, because I have a disintegrating dash. Everything disintegrates. So my dash is now opened up. I believe I can get in from the side over there to get to that plug. And then when I change out that plug, I also have one for the sleeper as well, because that one caught on fire. And this switch here, these prongs had completely burnt right out of the back. So that's for the back. But we ain't worried about the back right now. As you can see, I got my hands full with what I'm doing right now. That darn plug is on there. Doesn't show this plug on there. That plug was on there. So many wires I couldn't keep up with, I guess. Why is this one spun backwards? I don't know which one of these go. Maybe they're fitted different. See, they're both the same. Crapola. Well, that one back there. Glad I remembered these. Put all them gauges in and everything and remember, oh yeah, I need to put that stuff in. I have to go all back in there. That's typically the way it works out, right? Anyway, I guess. How would I check this? Blowing pretty good. One on the back's on. Nothing on the one. On the two, it's working. 3 is working. That's where it'll go on the other one. It wouldn't do 4. It's not doing 4 on this one either. So I bought a switch and there was nothing wrong with it. Now I bought the fan and put a fan in too. So there, that's the whole reason why I bought that. Because 4 wasn't coming on. It used to come on. And I bought a fan and it started coming on. I got it in Wyoming, Cheyenne, Freightliner. And changed the fan out. That's what it was doing. Number 4 wouldn't come on. And I don't know what these have to do with what I... Sure, they don't have anything to do with anything. Now turn them around and see what happens. Nothing, same thing. I don't know what those, whoa, blew a bunch of garbage in my face. Those, I think AC, max AC, AC vent, that should have opened the vent, but it didn't. Cool. So that must be what that's for, opening the vent. Let me swap them and find out. Alright. Maybe I'm missing one. Let's see. Max AC, AC, vent, and heat. Okay, that's heat. Alright, you got max, AC, and vent. Now the vent is supposed to open the door. I don't know why that's always leaked like that. That valve back there. Here. Maybe I can get some oil on it while I'm here. Alright, so, well, I guess I spent money buying that, and it doesn't go on level 4 either, so. Go figure. Buy stuff, and it doesn't fix things. No wonder I always end up with extra parts. Wow. 8 o'clock coffee. As much sun as we've been getting. Oh yeah. Here's the reason why I spent 2 hours looking for these bulbs. Because while you're in here, yeah, I know it's a real bummer that I spent $100 on that wiring harness and that didn't fix it. Plus whatever that fan was, and that didn't fix it either. I believe these are blues. It's kind of hard to tell, but I believe they're blues. I hope they're blues. Oh, they're the wrong kind. I gotta have. I gotta have the other kind. Slide in kind. They have adapters, but they should have. Well, I'm thinking adapter. Well, wow, that's burned out. So that wouldn't even stay in there anyway. The whole side of it's burned out. I guess that bulb got hot. Hooey. But anywho, so let me. I had to stop for a minute and delete 9,000 videos. I don't know which one's which here. Oh. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Let me try it. Well, according to that, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything? Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Burn my fingers. Yeah, that works. So I don't know what that is, but it didn't want to come on. Let me see. There's more of them. The lights are not cheap, by the way. I remember when I was doing all these, I spent a lot of money on them. Well, here's just some regular bulbs. I thought I had adapters in here. Well, my question is how come that one didn't work? It should have worked, right? Shouldn't it? I mean, it's the same thing. Not coming on. Why wouldn't it come on when it's the same thing? Oh. Well, I guess it's a one-way deal, eh? Okay. So, now according to this, see how it's, I don't know if y'all can see, but this side of it's burned out. So, I guess I need to just stay in there like that, but that won't keep it in there very long. Let's go underneath like that. And we'll find, I wonder how come it has a hole. That light must shine up. No, it don't shine anywhere. it must, I don't know, be a breather, I guess. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do here? Oh, wow. Never noticed that before. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, that's one of the reasons why that one would take a screw. Okay, let me see what I can do about with y'all back there, me up here. I have to go and pause you every time I need to get out. But I guess I'll have to do that because I need to go look for some. I can either silicone this. Yeah, well, I can edit this part, but anyway, let me just go. Got some flex glue. Never used it. Well, I have. I used all kinds of flex stuff. The glue part, I don't think I used. That with the sticks up? Nope. I can do this. Not sure if that's going to help any at all. But it did have a big hole there, so now it doesn't have a hole there. Sure, that's going to make a big mess before this is over with. So that was a waste of time. Well, I shouldn't say it's a waste of time. Now I know that the switch has been replaced, so we know it's not the switch. And the blower's brand new, so I don't know what's causing the fourth fan speed not to come on. So you got more disintegrating dash over here. Guess I can turn the key off too, right? That's off. Let's see if I can get that screw in there. That center one's busted out. Disintegrated. That one didn't help anything. More disintegrated dash. Did I tell you guys I called Finest? I guess I did, but I got a hold of them and they ain't got anything going on. So come Monday. He said we'll have to see what they got on Monday. So, still the same thing. Heavy haul guys are hauling all the freight, so I guess it may stay like that. If it doesn't change, I'll have to change. Meanwhile, gotta get my truck ready. When I get all this done, I'm gonna leave tomorrow, pull the bearings out. Probably go to town and get another set. Just make sure I ain't have any problems with the bearings. On the steer axles, that is. Seems to be catching. Make sure that light's still on. It's in there and it's on. Ooh. Kind of spun a little bit. See if I can back that off. Pull it out a little bit. Had it too tight to the plate there. Alright. Won't go on number 5, so I have no idea what that's about. Alright, that's taken care of. So, since this is in the way, might as well go ahead and solder these up and wire them shut. So I have to go get a extension cord and soldering iron, some soldering flux, solder those up so I don't ever have to worry about them. Bulbs back in here before they end up all over the place. Look at all these bulbs, ladies and gentlemen. Bulbs, bulbs, bulbs. And the reason why I have so many is because, you know, all my trucks, oh, I forgot to put those back on. All my trucks, I changed the lights out to a comfortable light where, you know, some of these lights, the regular lights, well, they blow out naturally, you know. And then I've tried changing colors to blues. I had one all swapped out the red, but you couldn't see the gauges. The red is really hard to see. It'd be really cool if you could see, but it's too hard to see. So then I went to blues, and of course I buy the natural light, and then the blues, and those were too bright on one truck, so I took all those out. And I think I've said this 10 or 20 times already. Then I went to what they called purple, which ended up being more pink. So, anywho, let me go get my soldering iron. Put that away. All right. Soldering iron. What do I do with the solder? Solder. Oh, great. Burn a wire. Then I'll have to repair it. Okie dokie. Where did tube go? Solder tube. So much stuff in here I can't tell where it is. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. There it is. Half inch. 7/16. 7/16 is a no-go. Y'all want to see something beside my butt? I don't know why that keeps falling. Probably should just put it away up here for now. Get it out of the way because I've already knocked it down 1,000 times. So anyway, so we just put this fitting on right here. This one right here. And then that has to go out there to that tube right there. Gotta get the boost pressure. So that's where that goes. I have to route it out somewhere down there. That's gonna be fun. Going through all that to find me a way outside, along with these other I gotta find out what that one wire goes to, along with these others. Right. So this green wire that I kept wondering what it was for goes to the transmission. There's this goes to the transmission sensor, and it has a white wire and a black wire. The black wire grounds anywhere you can find a good ground, and the white wire comes with the green wire. So where it goes. Now we're ready to start trying to route this stuff outside. Now we can button it up in here. Clean everything up out of the truck on the inside of the cab. I need to get my lights put in before I get out of the cab. But right now, what I am trying to do oh, I keep pulling that thing apart. So that's these new those new adapters that they're selling for LEDs wiring. So I'm going to tape this up so I can route it down and get it out of the cab and outside. Hopefully that's enough. Try to keep it well, it's a lot of tape, but the firmer it is, the better it is to get it outside. But anyway, so that wire you saw snap, that's these new LED. You slide the wire in, clamp it down, and then they slide together. So these are it right here. I have lots and lots of LED lights, and I don't like putting them on because so much wiring involved. Well, these here, you just slide the wire down in the hole and you clamp it down. And then you do the other side, put the wire in there and clamp it down. When you're done, you put the two wires together. Like that. For LEDs, I mean, for outside, I think you'd have to seal it up, put some sealer on it, keep the water. On the inside here, you use them inside all day long. But on the outside, I would either put tape around them or a sealer. You know, keep them dry. Because they definitely look like they would soak up a lot of water, salt. But as far as speed is concerned, yeah. All right. Well, we worked a long way to get to this point, so let's see if we can route these dudes out. Let me see where I seen the light of day. Let me look real good, real quick, see where I'm heading. Let's see. A bracket back here. I'm trying to figure out what it's for. Oh, it's a shield. I got it. It's a shield to keep that vent from pressing against the lever that opens that door for the heat defrosters. Alright, so let's see. Oh, darn. So, this one, I think I'll get it through first because it's all curly Q. That would be the boost. See if I can get that one to come through. It seems to be fighting all the other wires and everything because it's all curled up, wound up. All right, and then this one, and then the final green one here. I've unplugged several times. Not sure if you can. Hopefully you can. No, I don't have to edit it out, but so you can see these wires right here run across the top of this. Dirty, filthy stuff here. And then run down there. So that's where I got to run them. So let me get back to the other end here. Phooey. Somebody asked why it was this burlwood plaque up here. This used to be an automatic, and that's where the shifter was, and this was the reader. It'd tell you what gear it was. Right now you can't see it, but if you look in there you can see the numbers. But it would light up. I don't even know. Looks like it had a plug, so I was going to say you can't turn it on, but so anyway, probably should take that out, put something there, but I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it if y'all ain't worried about it. So anyway, that's what this is doing here. And then he also made the comment, so that really had me concerned when that your hole saw was going through there and you drilling through the dash with all them wires. You can see where I was drilling, there was no wires there. So where them new gauges, those are all new gauges. Now you got wires there, but there wasn't wires there before I started. It's kind of hard to get a hold of you guys. Keep spinning around. Sorry. But anyway, no, there wasn't any. So there was a shifter there. There was nothing there. So, yeah. When I was drilling through, there's nothing back there to worry about. So that's why I was just drilling through there. When I drilled this one, I took the black off because it's real close down there. There is wires. But anyway, there it is. That's what I got. These 1, 2, 3 gauges. And find a way to route that from the inside to the outside. And we can work on trying to get some new clamps or something to hold that dash down and finish changing out lights, and we can be done on the inside. I think I need to get something for this ashtray too, because whatever it was hooked to, it just falls. So I'm not sure what that's about. I don't ever use it or put a piece of tape on it. Anyway, anywho, that's where we're at. Put the panel off. Guess I should have brought it Randy separately, because that one plastic tubing is always a pain. You see that little light shining through up there? That's where I gotta get to. I'm gonna get in there and pry that boot open and see if I can get something in there to pull it back so I can tie it to these wires and pull through. Got that hole. That's a boot. I pushed the boot over. And I'm gonna run it. I can't get it through the boot. It's not big enough. So I was able to get that mirror down here. I'm gonna tie the wires onto that. I wonder if I should take that off and do it separately, because it's really causing me some issues. That plastic hose. Anyway, so see, that's where it is, going through there. It's a battle. We'll get it. All right, we got one last pull. Get it through there. Do it. It's fighting me. How'd it go? Looks like there's a lot more of that plastic hose. See any more kinks in it? I'm going to take the tape off of it. Then I'll see what I can do about closing that hole back up. It's been open. Doesn't mean I'm going to leave it open. Man, it's a bad idea putting that plastic wound up hose on there. I kept twisting things up. Hopefully I didn't hurt anything. I know it's been just a second for y'all, but I think I've been messing around maybe for an hour or two since getting all this stuff ran over here. So what the dealio is getting this fitting to work in there. So yeah, I've been wrestling with it and wrestling. So I've been having to go around and search for 3 or 4 different places, gathering all my pieces together. Look at all that. Trying to get it to reduce down. So this is where I pulled the plug out of the side of the head, and this would be that thread. Anyway, so I've been farting around forever. I finally decided that I'm just going to use what I got and make it work. So that's where I'm at. Little tiny ferrule in there. And anyway, I broke that line too, going through there. Getting it through the dash. But this is where it broke at. So it's a little snug, but it'll work. This is the part right here that that really isn't proper, but it's not like it's trying to hold thousands of pounds. Just looking to see if y'all can see what I'm doing there. This is for the boost. I couldn't tell if that plug was for the inside that head or not. It had carbon built up on it, so it tells me I need to change that sensor, huh? I have this sensor right here. That's the boost sensor. My sinuses, or my equilibrium is trying to mess up on me. Not cool. Oh man, guess what? I just dropped the ferrule, and I have no idea where it went. Oh, maybe I do. My eyes see something shiny. Oh. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. There we go. You're going to find out with me. Find out at the same time. Which one is the boost? That one right there. Nothing so far.
Remember to get enough rest. We need to remember to.
Well, guess I hooked it up in the wrong place. So I messed around for 2 hours trying to find the fittings to fit into that one spot. And I guess that spot was the wrong spot. Woe is me. Woe is me. I'm tired. I don't want to mess with it no more. I don't know what time it is. But it's time for me to quit. I called up Finest and I said, so, what you got going on for Monday? All the loads are out. I have to wait until Monday. So, that to me, that says that the heavy hauls are not heavy hauling and they're still hauling boats. That's what it says to me. So, I don't know. I'm really nothing to worry about right now. I'm too busy playing around with this, fixing these issues on these trucks. This truck that is battling me. And anyway, I can't believe I hooked it up wrong. I put it in the wrong spot. How could that be? Had carbon buildup on it. Anywho, I'm sure YouTube is awesome to see it and tell me why it's not in the wrong spot. Maybe if I have to load this tonight. And if I do, I guess that means this is the end of the video. Y'all have a wonderful day wherever you are on this Friday night. God bless and later.